Hi everybody, I'm Alec Fall Hamilton, and today I'm going to tell you about my piece, The Never-Ending Drawing. I gave this piece that title because it's a drawing about infinity, and it took me forever. My friend Ben Donnelly actually helped me by thinking up that title because he was watching me watching me draw it for weeks and months on end. So let's get right into it. On the right, you see the snake Ouroboros in the form of a Celtic knot. This represents the cycle. Life and death and rebirth, life and death and rebirth, life and death and rebirth, around and around in the circle. However, the Celtic knot is two linked infinities. On the skin of that snake are the scales, which are made up out of eyes. Those eyes represent the seeing light of consciousness, observing the cycle from the surface of the cycle, observing the snake from the skin of the snake. So we are within the cycle, and we are observing the cycle. On the left side, you'll see the infinite hourglass, which is an hourglass inside of an hourglass inside of an hourglass, which is all inside of the two linked circles, which you could say represents another hourglass. What's happening here is that the mountains of time are creating the mountains of time, creating the mountains of time. These are the forces of geology over the course of eons, shaping the earth, the elements moving and changing, wearing down, creating new patterns, reforming. In the bottom, the hourglass opens up, it spills out, and from it come the sands of time, which are also the hourglass mountains. If you look closely, you can see that those mountains are created out of words. They're also created from the planets, the stars, specifically words. You'll see there are some hidden messages in there. Messages from me to you. I left them there for you and for me so that I could find them later. You'll also see that there are human beings traveling within these mountains. There are lovers on the mountaintop. Reach the very peaks. There are single people on the mountaintops who have climbed up and who are meditating from the highest high. And then there are also people who are traveling on bicycles. So they're using, like this piece itself, they're using the power of the circle to go to the top of the mountain and to get back down safely. That symbolism is the metaphorical peak, to observe from afar the peak, the top, the summit, and say to ourselves, with the power of my body, with the strength of my mind, I can reach the top of that mountain and I can get back down safely. The power of the circle is also seen in the center, from the center of the center radiating out. So that large circle is made up out of many smaller circles which are meeting in the center of that large circle. So the lotus petals are formed by arcs, small pieces of the arcs of these circles. This is like the human eye, our portal to observing all of what we see as reality. The window to the soul, the portal of consciousness, for consciousness observing consciousness. On the edges of that, you'll see the yin and the yang, disappearing into the distance or coming into the light, disappearing into the distance, coming into the light. This is duality receding into oneness. Oneness looking again like duality. In the center of the center, you'll see that there's a picture of the whole. So the patterns are repeated again and again from the micro to the macro. As above, so below. So you'll see once again Ouroboros, the snake in the form of a Celtic knot, and the infinite hourglass, the mountains of time, creating the mountains of time, creating the mountains of time. In the center of the center is the light, the spirit that moves within all things, the light of consciousness. Around the perimeter of this circle, you'll see the signs of the zodiac. Starting on the left side, where the sign of Aries, the spark, and going around in a circle from one element to the next: fire, earth, air, water, fire, earth, air, water, fire, earth, air, water. It goes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. And you can see that because they're labeled both with the glyphs and with my handwriting. You'll see there are also some circles radiating out from the top right and the top left of that larger circle. And you'll see the moon both on the top and the bottom in different phases, waxing and waning. Between the top moon and the yin-yangs on the right side, you'll see the head of a narwhal emerging from the mountain clouds. This narwhal represents diving deep below the surface into the mystery. The narwhal is the deepest diver. It can dive thousands of feet below the Arctic ice sheets. So they're really delving deep into the unknown, into the mystery. They also represent the nourishment of the people. Because up in the far north, the people survive almost entirely off of narwhal. They get all the vitamins and minerals that they need from eating narwhal blubber just about all year round. On the left side, to the left of the summit of the lower Hourglass Mountain, you'll see a message that says, "It's true, I love you." Thanks for watching.